if you can't roll your tongue?
Can't do it.
Hey everybody, welcome to Seriously Lighthearted Yoga. Today we're going to be doing another breathing exercise.
Woohoo.
This is kind of a cooling breath. The other breaths were not. This is kind of the simple way to put it, but yeah, this is kind of a cooling breath. It was supposed to cool you in a specific sort of way. This does require you to be able to roll your tongue, which biologically some people cannot do. So if you are one of those people,
there's a kind of modification. It's technically a different breath, but we'll get into it.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that a little bit. So, how are we going to be doing this, Kai?
Yeah, guys. So this breathing exercise is called Sitali breathing, and essentially, as Clifton said, we're going to be rolling our tongues, inhaling air through that rolled tongue, and then holding that air in our lungs just for a few seconds, whatever's comfortable for you. Not trying to again press it past any sort of capacity, just for a few seconds to allow that breath to cool down the lungs, and then exhale. Hold for just a little bit again, and then continue that, and do that 10, 15 times maybe. And again, because the air is passing over our wet tongue, it actually does become a lot cooler than air that doesn't get to absorb all that moisture and become cooled down in that way. So you'll notice, if you're doing this right, that your lungs actually do feel slightly cooler. You might notice that the upper lungs, or wherever the lower lungs, wherever you are able to bring the breath, does cool down. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and just give it a shot. So again, rolling your tongue, and then inhaling through that tongue, and then holding your breath here for just a moment. And then with an exhale, just gently letting it out your nose. And then repeating. So that's just one cycle of this breath. And again, it is meant to kind of cool you down. It's a great thing to do in the summer when you're feeling really warm, maybe after a yoga practice where you've done a lot of ujjayi breathing, which is a lot more heating. And
so, a quick question.
Sure.
Are you supposed to be closing your mouth while you are holding the breath in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So the inhale is the only part where you really have the tongue out.
Okay.
And you close your breath, hold it for just a few seconds. Again, not going to, it's not like a challenge to hold your breath for as long as possible, just allowing that air to kind of settle into your lungs for a moment and then exhaling it.
Should your eyes be closed during this?
They can be closed or open,
Okay.
With a lot of breathing exercises, they often tell you to close them, but you can generally keep them closed or open. If you have them open, just soft gaze, looking at everything without focusing on anything is really what you should go for. If you close them, not trying to ignore what's going on, noticing that you still have vision happening behind your closed eyes.
Awesome. Well, that sounds good. So that is another breathing exercise for you guys. It is quite cooling, so use it during the summertime. Oh, how are we going to do this if you can't roll your tongue? Just quick.
If you can't roll your tongue, so all you really need to do is the same thing, just keeping your tongue flat and just a little bit out. So. And it is, again, a slightly different breath, but it achieves the same effect. And, again, you're allowing that air to just go over your tongue smoothly and gently, absorbing all that moisture, cooling down.
Yeah, so that's your cooling breath for you guys. We are going to be kind of talking about breathing exercise precautions in general tomorrow. There's some do's and don'ts of any breathing exercise that you do. So stay tuned for that. Let us know if you have any questions. Give somebody a high five. Subscribe, like, and share. Be the awesome people that you always are. And breathe.
Woohoo!